All right, I have background, so I mean connected properly.
Uh-huh. Yes, I do.
All right, so passing energy with your host Pre. When this smoke starts yapping, that's it. And that's it. Prepare to be enlightened, earn, entertained. And that's it. Hey guys, Breach here, and welcome to another episode of Nerdy Wednesday with co-host Sky. This topic I'm really excited about because I cannot wait. Well, we're going to be covering two things. That's God of War Ragnarok and Star Wars Vision. Now, we got to start with God of War. I think it's relatively a short segment on that because we don't have so much information like that because it's only a trailer. And I know we kind of late it, but hey, we got to go with beam and time. Now, remember, guys, to subscribe to the YouTube channel, like, and leave a comment. Also, follow us on available podcast streaming services. So make sure you follow us on there, guys. So, yeah. What's your thoughts on God of War Ragnarok, Sky?
I think after watching the trailer, I think it's coming along pretty well. They give us a lot of information on what the story will pertain to. You could see that there's a bit of a time skip. Maybe by a couple of years, maybe like 3 years or so.
Yeah, he's a teenager now. Yeah.
Yeah. So I assume he was like 12 in the beginning or 10 or something, but now he looks like he's like 15.
Yeah.
The age where a lot of anime characters start acting up, so he can start acting up too.
Right.
So I think I like the premise so far. It's all cold now, and as we all know, for those who don't know about Loki, he's an ice giant. So I don't know the aspect. I don't know what God of War is going to take from it. The aspect of the Nordic mythology of Loki, but I think it's a good way to start it off. To showcase that it's going to be cold, like him. So.
I don't know what you mean by cold, but
the winter thing is it's all cold now. It's like nothing but.
I mean, it was always cold in the first one.
Yeah, but it looked like it's taking over harder now. Like maybe that might just be me based on what they said, because I saw it look like it was like a blizzard thing going on. So.
The other one was there was an ice region as well.
Yeah.
But I wonder if they're going to bring Odin, or they just going to talk about his children. Because that would be cool if he actually, like how he fights Zeus, to have the master be able to fight Odin. That would be really great. Now, the graphics and the combat, oh man, the graphics are top tier. I must say, I was like, oh, this blew me away. And the thing about the combat system, I am a type of person, just in case y'all didn't know, because y'all don't know, I like a party system. I like a party system like magic. I like magic. I like my knights. I like my mages. I like my healers. That's just me. That's my whole thing about the party system. And at first I was like, I'm not sure if I want to play this because God of War he's known for being by itself. But now in the latest one, God of War series, they brought in his son, who's basically, which is cool actually. I hope other RPG games does this where you could control two characters at the same time, because that is amazing. Where his son support and he's the main hitter, but his son also deal damage. You control both of them at the same time. That I really like that. My friend Andre, who was on the podcast a few weeks back, we're still waiting on the Arceus conversation that I have not added yet. But he was the one who lent me his God of War game for the PS4. Because we were exchanging games, I gave him my, what do you call it again? What do you call it? Kingdom of Hearts. I lent him my Kingdom of Hearts, and then he gave me, what's it, Kingdom of Hearts?
Maybe. I think that's what you guys talked about.
Yeah, I think I exchanged my Kingdom of Hearts game for his God of War and on Horizon. That's another game he gave me. New Horizon. Zero Horizon. That's what it's called? Zero Dawn Horizon. Yeah. Yes, he was one who let me that. And that's another topic we could talk about later on another podcast. But yeah, so he gave me, and I was like, he said, trust me, you're going to like it. And I was like, I like a party. I'm so stubborn when it comes to party system. And so I was like, but when I played that, I was hooked. I literally, it had me to morning to night. I was just playing non-stop. And I regret going to work, work that paying my bills. I was regretting going. I said, damn it, man, why I gotta, adulting sucks. I don't want to be an adult. I don't want responsibilities.
I don't want to do this anymore.
I don't want to do this anymore. If y'all on TikTok right now, I'm tired, Grandpa. Just
That's too
damn
bad.
You keep digging.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad. You keep digging.
Well, excuse me.
You'll thank me one day.
So that's just me when it came to playing God of War, having to go to work. It was annoying. I really wish I could just take a vacation week where I could just play it nonstop. I need to start doing that. Scheduling my vacation around major games, not no average game. When I played, I was like, oh man, it was the story, the world building, I only that pissed me off was the fact it was short. Because I really thought it was gonna be longer than that. But man, the journey and to see, what God of War name is? His name is Kratos, wasn't it?
Kratos.
Kratos, sorry. if you listen to my
you
podcast,
saw his bald head, so you assumed cranium.
Yeah, if y'all listen to my podcast, I jack up stuff. But hey, this is part of my charm. But yes, when I played it, I was like, to see him in such a different light. To see him as a father figure and actually care, he would go tooth and nail for his son. That it was just so amazing and excellent. I see why I got so much accolades. It was excellent. Even to tell that my sister, she actually played it. She played God of War through her friend. And my sister, well, she plays video games. She plays PS4 and everything, but she usually play like shooting and adventure games. Like she played Call of Duty and she plays stuff like those puzzle games. You remember Angelina Jolie, Tomb Raiders? So she like games like that. So when I saw that she actually played God of War, and that's to show you how much appeal God of War have, that is universal. Everyone could get hooked on this game. Mostly everyone. Even one of my boys who I didn't even know is playing video games. That shocked me when I look at WhatsApp and I see him playing God of War. I said, what? You play games? I know this dude for 9 years and I've never seen him post up any games. I was like, that shocked the world of me. So he said, what you know about God of War? I said, what you know about God of War? So that should show you how much appeal this game have. Man, you could go on and on how great God of War is. The action, the graphics, and the have it on the PS4. The PS4 graphics was stunning. So I don't know. Do you even think would you invest in the PS5 just because it has on both versions? I feel.
To be honest, I personally, I ain't got no money for no PS5. But if over time I wouldn't mind, like maybe if I had a good setup for a PS5 or whatever. I'd get it, and because I'll be honest, I don't really play as much games. I still need to get myself a Switch, so I still need to invest myself into these things. But I would get one if I can. I'm interested in playing the God of War 5 and whatever other PS5 games are going to come out for it.
I mean, anyone who have the PS4, you could still buy because it's available on both versions. Because I feel like the PS4.
You think they're gonna put it? You think they're gonna still put it for the PS4, even though they're
I saw it. I read up on it. They still have it available. They're gonna release it on both.
Oh, if
versions,
that's the case, then I ain't gonna invest myself just yet. I could always get it for the PS4.
Yeah, because the PS4 version of God of War is excellent. Like I had no complaints. The graphics don't look dated at all. So
to be honest, graphics aren't really an issue to me when it comes to games, as long as it's fun and enjoyable. So I feel like God of War already, based on the trailer, so we could talk about the trailer. I like like you said, the combat system, obviously. I like the story. So I feel like once you have a good story and a good gameplay feel, a person will continuously play it. So like when you hitting something, the impact that they give you, and when you hit something, like the screen shaking, or time slowing down a bit because you just hit it and you want to get in the feel the moment for like a split second. That's what they just do. I think that they hit on the mark for that. You know.
I think the only thing what maybe was set besides the graphics being maybe better. I mean, technically it's supposed to be better, but the whole no loading, I don't know how real that is because they find different ways to do loading. It's just like how Final Fantasy VII remake when you had to go through different little hallways and or Star Wars you go through little hallways. That's basically the loading screen right there when they disguise it. I don't know how much of them saying that. Oh, the PS5 there's no more loading. I'm like, no. I'm sure you'll find.
I doubt that. There's always going to be loading.
Yeah. So I but they're gonna disguise it better, I guess. I don't know. So maybe that's.
I mean, if they start loading the game, say through cinema, so like before you reach an area or before the map is finished, they just play like a small short cinematic piece of you entering it, just for you to take it in before it says like, okay, you're in it.
Right. Like they probably do something like that, maybe. Yeah,
smooth transition thing. So.
Yeah. So this was definitely on my list to top priorities to get. But unfortunately, we had to wait till next year. And they didn't even say what part of next year. Because they could be the flipping the end of next year. They could do the Pokemon route and do the end of next year, which I'll be upset about. So
I feel like they might do it at the end of next year because they did it last time, I think, in November for God of War 4.
That's too long, man.
Maybe, but the hype is still real.
Yeah, but that's still long, man. That's too long for me,
too
man.
Early. I get it.
Yeah, man, too long because we read. I think they pushed it back actually because I think it was supposed to release this year, but through COVID, it got pushed back until next year.
Yeah.
So I really hope it's gonna be some early time next year because I don't want to wait all the way. And if they do it next year, I hope I'll have enough funds, like Sky say, to purchase the PS5 and I'll just play it on the PS5. So if they do push it back, that'll be the only perk. Is that if they do push it back, then I think I'll have enough. I'll be centered enough where I can purchase the PS5 and it'll be more available, because PS5 is very scarce because of C19. I can't remember to say the code word because these people are so sensitive. The monitors are so sensitive towards saying certain words. But yeah, so that's God of War, man. I can't wait. Yeah, you got my money.
Any expectations for the game?
No, actually, no. I don't know what they could do that can make me be like what I want more, or I don't see any flaws in it. Other than that, I really hope it has to be longer. It's just I hope it's going to be longer. But I understand there's a lot of production in this game. To produce those type of graphics and story takes a lot of resource and time, which I understand. So basically, I don't know.
I feel like they might do what they did before with the 3-part series of God of War. They might do it again for this one. Because I think it's better that they kind of make it linger on, because obviously Nordic mythology is a lot. I don't know if it's more than Greek or less, but it's stuff that you have to take in a sense. So, because they don't mention Odin in this, they just mention Thor and Tyr, the Nordic God of War. So, I guess they're gonna play around with those two before Odin. So I think that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah. But we'll see. Anyway, we will. I don't hold on too much on this topic. We gotta move on, unfortunately, to Star Wars Vision. Something that I supposed to watch, but I got caught up in watching Squid Game. Another recommendation by Sky. But so I guess Sky had to take the lead on this one because I didn't watch it yet. I saw the trailer. It looks cool, but anyways, how was it? Did it do the Star Wars universe justice, Sky?
Yeah, I think they did. I think so. For those who don't know about Star Wars Visions, but then again, most of you guys are watching this because of Star Wars Visions. I would just assume that Star Wars Visions has like 9 episodes, each made by Japanese leading studios, and so each episode is made by a different studio or so. and just have their take on the Star Wars universe, which is good. They did a good job. Most of them I really liked. Others it may be a bit boring, but it still was nice to see their take on it.
Mhm.
You get to see, for one of them, you get to see some resembling characters, but most of it was their take on, let's say, most likely it was mostly Jedi and Sith, if I remember correctly. Most of them was just pertaining to just Jedi and Sith and how they
Mhm.
interact with one another. It has no correlation to the actual Star Wars universe. It could be canon, and I wouldn't be mad at it if it was,
Mhm.
based on how they did something, especially one of the episodes. So I don't know. I feel like spoiling it. I don't know if someone wants to watch it just as a review, or just wants to see it as a topic. But my favorite one would have to be the title called The Ninth Jedi. So that one, this is future. So this is way in the future where the Jedi have been gone for so long that they forgot how to make lightsabers, essentially. So I thought that was a really cool concept already. So there's a person who designed lightsabers for them. So this is a different take on what would happen in the future, and it's like you don't even find your own kyber crystal this time. Like Jedi's don't find it; they're given to them, and they change colors based on the person. So this person made a bunch of lightsabers for all these Jedi, and a person summoned these Jedi to this temple, and while they give off the lightsabers, it turns out that the people who were there were actually all Sith, and I thought that was really cool. I was like, oof, so there's no Jedi, except maybe among one of them was in fact a Jedi. Um, so there was a blacksmith's daughter who was there as well, who also knew how to wield the Force, and her lightsaber, when she ignited it, it was clear, which I thought, that already sold me. A clear lightsaber is really cool. And she's able to like adjust the height and whatnot, which is a thing that Jedi could do. They can adjust the height of their blade.
Mhm.
Oh, and she basically had to hand over the lightsabers to the Jedi who were waiting on them. And when each of them picked up the lightsaber, it all turned red. So that indicated that they were all Sith, because that's what the lightsaber was supposed to do, just indicate what type of Jedi you are.
Mhm.
Um, so obviously the Sith die and whatever, because some Jedi kills them all and such. But I thought it was a pretty cool concept that they're able to make out. Some of them, like Studio Trigger, one of my favorite anime studios, they actually made two for the Visions, which I thought was interesting because I just looked it up and I was like, oh, I thought they only did one based on one of the styles. The first one I liked, but maybe not so much because it was kind of cheesy. I did like the action.
Mhm.
It was one of the characters had like 9 lightsabers all coming from her back and whatever, and she put the kyber crystal inside her suit, so she was like harnessing kyber crystal energy, because they had like a whole Death Star thing, but as the the 2 destroyer ships were connected together, because it was based off twins again, so like Luke and Leia type of thing. So I thought that was pretty interesting as well. Overall, though, Visions was good. I recommend Visions. Most of it though is Japanese aesthetic.
Mhm.
So I don't know if that turns people off, even though it shouldn't, because that's what Star Wars is based off of,
Mhm.
samurais. So,
Right.
but
I'm sure it
but
wouldn't turn. Or I mean, no, I'm sure it's not going to turn anyone off. I maybe long-time fans, but I think they did it that way to get the anime community to come on board the Star Wars universe. So maybe I think that's the whole point. So I don't think it's really towards long-time fans, in my opinion.
mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't really matter to me. I
Mm.
did see someone on TikTok though, or was it Twitter, talking about them not liking Japanese aesthetic of it, which was kind of dumb to me. Why not like a cultural aesthetic in Star Wars? Because it was kind of like already there.
Hmm.
Literally Jedi's are dressed up like samurais. So
Right.
it was interesting to hear too much for them, which
I
is
mean, how could it be too much when there's so much different adaptation of Star Wars when it has to the typical cartoon drawings, like what they did, or even the 3D, the CGI, whatever you call it, when they did was Star Wars, the Clone Wars, or the other different versions of Star Wars, which is cartoon like or whatever it may be. So now they bring on the anime version of it. It's too much. That don't make no sense. It's an avenue for
No, I,
everyone. So
I
basically,
think it was just too much Japanese aesthetic because a lot of like a couple of them was based like had like Japanese buildings and whatnot. And one of the first episode is based off of the movie Ronin. So he's a traveling samurai Ronin,
mm,
and he is a Sith. And he's a Sith, but not really a Sith. I guess he hunts down other Sith. Essentially, that's as far as we get with his story.
mhm.
But I don't know. Like overall, I think, and there's another one called Opa Ocho and Lop, which is about a bunny girl whose planet was taken over in the Empire and whatever, and she ended up being part of this family, this royal family on this planet, and then the daughter of that royal family sided with the Empire, and then it turns out the bunny girl's actually a Jedi, you know, and so it had some Mandalorian aspect by a transfer by like giving off a Jedi blade to the next member of the family or the next person who can wield for the house, you know. So I thought that was interesting. That was like movie like that was perfection in that case. Like art wise, that was perfection. Story wise, a bit confusing, but you know.
Right. So, I don't know, it's looking at the trailer, it giving me what they call it again on Netflix? That show on Netflix but called Love, Sex and Robots. That's what it called again? Or Robots?
Yeah.
What
Actually, I still actually haven't watched that one actually.
Oh,
But I understand what you mean because they each come with like different animations.
yes,
Oh,
yes. Yeah. So I don't know. But I definitely curious now if I wasn't before. So how much episodes is there?
There's like 9 episodes.
And
And
they're
they're
like
not-
what, 20 minutes longer?
No. Actually, funny enough, there's actually one of them might be around 20 minutes, but all the rest of them are like 15 minutes and under.
You say 15?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So it's like
short.
very quick. It's very quick.
Yeah.
But it's done very well, I would say. You know, to me when I watched the first one, I was like, why did it end so fast? I was getting into this. What's going on?
Right.
But
So basically, it's like that show I just mentioned earlier. Like
Yeah.
for some reason, I cannot say it right now properly. Yeah, because it's like that too. It's a like 5-minute long episode, 10-minute long episode. I'm like, goodness sake, I want more.
yeah, it's shorts, a bunch of shorts.
Yeah, shorts. Yeah. So you think they're gonna bring a season 2 of this type of lineup?
I don't know actually. I think it does open a gateway for
Mhm.
more of these things. I think it by showing off what the studios can do with Star Wars, like you said, can attract more people to the Star Wars universe. And I feel like although what they did could be canon,
Mhm.
and because none of those stories have any connotation with the main plot line, it's like you can follow these people into their own
Mhm.
little sideline. So I thought it's really cool what they could do with that. So hopefully they might pick off
Yeah.
some of the.
No, I mean they don't have to reuse the same characters because, like I said, the show I just mentioned that I cannot remember. They did the same thing too. Where they have, I think, season 3 now or season 2, I can't remember. But basically, it's a bunch of short stories with different people, different universe, different drawing style. And the next season has no continuation. It's just another random people. Was really good. So they might do the
Hopefully.
same. Probably that's probably with Disney because it's exclusive on Disney Plus, right?
Yeah,
So
it's on Disney.
I think that they might do. I think that's what they're looking at when what got their inspiration behind these shorts, but anime just style driven. So maybe that's what the case was. But we'll see. Hopefully, when I watch it, I'll give a final say probably in a little blog post or TikTok, whatever I decide to do. Yeah. So overall thoughts?
Super good. Watch it. You could pick and choose which ones you like, because it's different stories. But overall, I feel like they captured the Star Wars universe pretty well. They're able to capture the way Jedi's and Sith interact with each other. They have some good ideas that could add on to the story of Star Wars. But yeah, overall, it's a pretty good experience. I'm happy that they were able to produce such work.
Okay, all right. Well, there you have it. Star Wars Vision. That is out right now. Let us know what y'all think. Please leave a comment. Let's have a conversation about this. It's very interesting. What do y'all think about God of War Ragnarok? What are y'all predictions? You know, what y'all looking forward to seeing? Are you gonna pick it up on the PS4 or the PS5? I don't know. Yes. Also, what do y'all think about Star Wars Vision? Did y'all watch it? If y'all didn't watch it, did Sky Breakdown tempt you to watch it? If so, let us know in the comment section. And remember to follow Sky at Lord God Sky on Instagram. And then Nerding Wednesday for me, if you want any information on the podcast and future episodes. And also TikTok, Nerding Priest. And yes, until next time, guys, peace.